On the journey back to Garriahat, the party travelled over this recently reopened section of track, which, due to metro construction, had collapsed a few days earlier. The building of the metro had led to closure of the main southern artery along Chowringhee Road through Bhawanipur in December 1978. However, following local pressure, trams numbered 12A were restored as far as Birla Planetarium. Here, a new turning circle and tram-only bridge was built over the metro works. This section, which eventually survived until May 1992, was probably the last refuge for the elderly streamlined trains. Another car on a former Stockport truck. Following a torrential downpour, Graham took these reflective scenes at Esplanade. Whilst he was filming, dark green rail scrubber 2 with its grey-coloured drinking water trailer appeared in the murky gloom. Following behind 464, another of the venerable works fleet. Emergency repairs to the overhead at Esplanade Row East. Kolkata remains one of the few places in the world to still use trolley poles. Dating from 1931, English-built 307 was the oldest car filmed by Mike Russell during his visit in 1989. There were also plenty of other Ks, most still powered by their ever-reliable English electric motors. In 1989, the tramway was entering upon another period of managed decrepitude. The money from the World Bank had seen major improvements, but following the opening of the first part of the metro in 1984 and its subsequent expansion, the West Bengal government was again giving serious consideration to total abandonment of its ever more costly tramway, but over a 30-year period. For the visitor, there were still reminders of a gentler age. As well as a few surprises, like this new addition to the non-passenger fleet. In the mid-80s, a couple of new extensions were opened, and between 1980 and 1983, 75 new all-steel cars were built by Bern Standard. Numbered in the 200s, these followed the well-proven articulated design first adopted in 1931. They also retained the two-class system. Of the older articulateds, 60 were given new bodies by Bern Standard during 1982-83. These were then numbered in the high 600s into the 700s. Today they are assigned the classification N. Finally, another 60 or so Ks and Ls were rebuilt or renovated. Numbered variously in the 500s and 600s, the first of these re-entered service in November 1981. Although equipped with new Japanese motors, controllers and air brakes, these have not proved as durable as the 60-year-old motors from English Electric. Like Graham Mather before him, Mike set out to capture the spirit of Calcutta's fading colonial legacy of architecture and street planning, together with the less attractive areas of poverty and deprivation. A glimpse of one of the company's flat wagons. Reserve track next to the Tullygunge Club. Tullygunge Depot Loop. Each car displayed a depot code, GH standing for Garrier Hat. Kiddapore Road. Many visiting enthusiasts come to this reserve track section as it is easier to film here than in the heavily congested downtown areas.
Oh, I'm sorry.